The Knicks just landed Andre Drummond, but they immediately followed it up by letting a three-time NBA champion slip right through their fingers to the Los Angeles Lakers. If you are confused about Leon Rose's strategy, the salary cap math, and the 12 massive free agent centers the Knicks must target next, I'm breaking down the entire masterclass right now. Hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and drop a like if you believe in this championship roster.
The Knicks just got even more good news when they successfully secured a dominant big man in free agency. But if you are confused about what the Knicks just did by letting a highly coveted three-time NBA champion slip right through their fingers in the hours that followed, here is the complete, definitive breakdown. We are looking at a massive front court update today that completely shifts the balance of power, and we have to talk about whether the front office masterclass we thought we were watching is actually just a quiet attempt to hoard cap space. New York managed to bring Andre Drummond on board to back up Karl-Anthony Towns, which is a huge win for this roster, but the center position is suddenly looking like a chaotic game of musical chairs. If you were sitting there wondering how the defending NBA champions let one of the most reliable veteran big men on the market head to Hollywood and who they're going to pivot to next in order to fill out the back end of the rotation, you are in the exact right place. We are going to make sense of all the rumors, all the salary cap implications, and every single backup option left on the board. Let us get straight into the facts, the numbers, and the brutal reality of the salary cap. According to a new report by Alder Almo over at Heavy.com, citing an initial drop by ESPN's Shams Charania, the Knicks have officially missed out on veteran center Kevon Looney. Looney has just agreed to a one-year, $3.9 million contract with the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, the Knicks were heavily in the mix for Looney, but they simply could not offer what the Lakers could, a guaranteed, clearly defined backup role. With Los Angeles recently trading for Walker Kessler to start under head coach J.J. Redick, Looney slides perfectly into their second unit. Meanwhile, the Knicks had already won the battle for Andre Drummond. Adding Looney to a roster that already features Karl-Anthony Towns and Drummond meant Looney would be fighting for scraps. From a financial perspective, the front office is hyper-aware of their proximity to the dreaded second apron. Every dollar counts right now. Bringing in Looney on top of Drummond would have pushed their cap space to the absolute limit. Instead, they're keeping their financial flexibility open, potentially relying on a veteran minimum, a rookie minimum, or even looking at cash considerations down the road to fill the 15th roster spot. They avoided tying up unnecessary funds in a third-string big man, keeping their financial powder dry.
So why did the front office make this specific calculation? You have to frame this around the tension of the new collective bargaining agreement rather than just looking at the on-court rivalry with the Lakers. Leon Rose and this front office are forward-thinking. They are balancing championship continuity with incredibly targeted roster upgrades. They know they cannot afford to pay a premium for a guy who might only see spot minutes if Towns or Drummond get into foul trouble. This front office strategy is all about asset management. Are they saving money to re-sign a core rotation player later? Are they holding on to a trade exception to use closer to the trade deadline? The reality is, by bowing out of the Kevon Looney sweepstakes, they maintain the flexibility to pivot. They are stockpiling future assets and refusing to let emotion dictate their cap sheet. Losing a three-time champion with Looney's pedigree hurts, especially given his high IQ defense and offensive rebounding. But the front office clearly believes that preserving cap flexibility and maintaining distance from the second apron is more valuable for this team's championship window than overpaying for a luxury insurance policy in the front court. But that money has to translate into basketball, and head coach Mike Brown still needs a functional, deeply versatile roster to defend this title. With Looney officially off the board, who do they turn to? Over at SI.com, Steven Seminary just dropped a comprehensive report on 12 centers the Knicks could sign to prove-it deals or training camp invites. Let's break down this top 12 ranking in sequential order and see exactly how they fit Mike Brown's system and complement our backcourt superstar, Jalen Brunson.
Number 1 on the list is Kevin Love. The 37-year-old five-time All-Star played a reserve role in Utah last season, grabbing 5.8 rebounds a game and shooting 37.3% from deep. Love is the ultimate floor spacer. If the Knicks want a 5-out center for specific offensive sets, Love's floor spacing allows Jalen Brunson to operate in the paint with absolute freedom. His championship experience makes him an ideal veteran presence.
Number 2 is Charles Bassey. The 25-year-old has bounced around on two-way player contracts, but boasts a wildly high motor. According to Cleaning the Glass, he ranked in the 98th percentile in offensive rebounding percentage during his 28 games with the Spurs. He is exactly the kind of energy guy who won't demand huge money, but will fight for every loose ball in the paint. Number 3 is Drew Eubanks. He appeared in 42 games for Sacramento last year, averaging 5.2 points and 3.0 rebounds before tearing a UCL in his thumb. Eubanks is a high-energy rotation player who stays ready and runs the floor hard. He brings a gritty, physical edge to the pick and roll that Mike Brown absolutely loves. Number 4 is Larry Nance Jr. Coming off an injury-plagued season in Cleveland, Nance isn't the freak athlete he once was, but the undersized big can knock down a three and is known as a phenomenal locker room guy. If he can stay healthy, his ability to act as a release valve in the pick and roll makes him a sneaky good fit for the second unit.
Number 5 is Tony Bradley. The 28-year-old journeyman split time between the Pacers and Hawks last season. He is a textbook third-string center, a big body to throw into the paint when the team is in a pinch, and someone who would happily accept the veteran minimum to ride the bench on a championship contender. Number 6 is Mason Plumlee. After undergoing groin surgery, he only played 20 games for the Spurs last year, but this 13-year veteran was recently a solid rotation player for the Clippers and Suns. He is a phenomenal passer out of the high post and brings relentless energy on the offensive glass when Towns or Drummond need a breather. Number 7 is Bismack Biyombo. At 33 years old, the Congo native was a bench warmer behind Victor Wembanyama in San Antonio last year, but he is a proven shot blocker and a massive physical deterrent in the paint. He can eat up regular season minutes without requiring any offensive touches. Number 8 is Chris Boucher. Waived by the Jazz, Boucher has strong ties to the Knicks. According to Stephon Bondi of the New York Post, he was linked to New York at the previous trade deadline and is good friends with OG Anunoby. The 6'8" big brings incredible versatility, can block shots, and has developed into a very capable floor spacer from beyond the arc.
Number 9 is Dwight Powell. The 34-year-old spent almost his entire career with Dallas and is deeply familiar with Jalen Brunson from their time together. He averaged 4.1 rebounds last year and is one of the most reliable rim runners and screen setters in the entire league, making him a seamless fit for the Knicks' offensive flow. Number 10 is Kelly Olynyk. After averaging 3.2 points in 42 games with San Antonio, the 35-year-old remains a career 36.9% shooter from deep. He is the definition of a 5-out center. Pairing his floor-stretching ability with a more traditional big in the front court gives Mike Brown immense tactical flexibility against switch-heavy defenses. Number 11 is Moses Brown. The youngest on the list at 26, the New York native spent last year in the G League in Puerto Rico. Standing 7'2", he has serious draft and stash vibes, having spent time with the Knicks G League affiliate. He is a raw prospect, but taking a flyer on a giant with massive upside for the rookie minimum is exactly the kind of low-risk move smart front offices make. Number 12 is Mo Bamba. Another New York native, the 28-year-old former lottery pick played just 4 NBA games last season. Bamba is a massive athlete with a massive wingspan, acting as a true 3-and-D prospect at the center position when his motor is running right. He would be an incredible training camp invite to see if the renowned Knicks development staff can finally unlock his potential.
The Knicks have to make a choice. Steven Seminary also noted they are still tied to Nick Richards, and Jonas Valanciunas could become a target if waived, or they could even reunite with Jeremy Sochan. But looking at these 12 options, Leon Rose has to decide whether he wants floor spacing, raw rebounding, or veteran leadership. Personally, while I love the financial discipline of avoiding a bidding war for Kevon Looney, relying entirely on non-guaranteed training camp invites to secure your backup frontcourt behind Karl-Anthony Towns and Andre Drummond is playing with fire. You need proven, battle-tested bodies in the paint for a deep playoff run, and a cheap rotation player might end up costing you a pivotal playoff game. The front office is doing exactly what they should to manage the cap space, but Mike Brown needs reliable talent on the floor. I want to pass this to you guys. Do you agree with the front office saving money here and missing out on Looney? Or should they have matched the Lakers' offer to guarantee championship experience in the locker room? Let me know in the comments below.